Well, we just want to say welcome everyone to our client Zoom call every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And the whole purpose is here to be supported and have community together, because we all know that we do better when we're working together. So I just want to say welcome. We are going to go ahead and record this week, and we'll put it on our client page, although it's only second best if you can't be here live. So we love it. We want to hear your stories, and it's just not the same to get it recorded. So on first up, we have Regional Director Lisa Wick. She's going to share with us our habits of health for this evening. Lisa, are you there?
Hey, everyone. Hold on 1 second, Paula. Sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. I apologize, everyone. Okay, so I just wanted to share today a little bit on stress. And unfortunately, I don't know why my video is not working. So I wish you all could see my face. But I wanted to just kind of chat with you. So how many of you have stress? Daily stress? Okay. And do you feel like through the program you've been learning how to cope with your stress? How many of you would say yes? Raise your hand. Okay. So one of the biggest things for me in my health journey was my healthy mind. And stress was one of my biggest things that I had to work through. I had a job that I worked that was in the medical field, and stress was a daily thing for me because I took care of patients that had cardiovascular disease. So I dealt with people who had strokes, heart attacks, and so my job was intense. And I also had a mom who was passing from cancer. So I had a lot of day-to-day stress in my life. And one of the things that I learned from one of the chapters in Dr. A's book, which is chapter 19, which talks about dousing our inflammation, was that there are multiple ways to really put our stress kind of on the back burner. And I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of things that I have found to be extremely helpful that he talks about in the book as well. So at night, when we are getting ready or preparing for our bedtime routine, one of the best things I've learned is to grab my tea, like a sleepy time tea or one of our teas that we have, and to just relax and to grab a book and just disconnect. Because many times, whether you're a CEO of a job or you are just wanting to be on Facebook and connecting with people, we can tend to do that all the way up until we go to bed. And then it actually impacts our stress levels. And our one of our stress hormones actually raises because we don't give our body a chance to kind of calm and relax before bed. Another thing that was extremely helpful for me was once I got to my healthy weight, I started running. So running may not be what's the best thing for you exercise-wise, but finding something that's a good fit, whether it's just meditating is actually a great even way to exercise, or doing yoga or going for a walk. It just brings about a feeling of comfort and relaxation and peacefulness. And so also that helps with our hormones, which can increase with stress. Getting out into the natural area, like going for a hike, being out in nature, listening to the sounds outside, just kind of getting into the peace and quiet. That is extremely helpful. Something else is being around people you enjoy. Sometimes we don't have that choice at our work to be around people that we just love and enjoy all the time. So sometimes people can actually have their joy taken by somebody that they work with. Somebody is negative constantly, and it just causes them to be impacted, and it can take away our smile for the day. And so just surrounding yourself when you can around positive people who are going to make you laugh. And laughing just because you've pulled out the comics from the Sunday paper or online or whatever, if you don't get the paper, And, getting a chance to laugh at that, or a funny movie, or something that's just going to make you get a little chuckle in for your week. And then spending time around those people you do enjoy, because they're going to lift you up from those people that kind of pulled you down. Another thing that I found that was extremely helpful for me was really surrounding myself in a place where I felt like I could talk my feelings out with people who were, good communicators with me, or who would just listen, as well as an opportunity really just to focus on the positive and not let those negative thoughts or negative self-talk come in. Because when we allow negative thoughts to come in, it's like us allowing ourselves to say something negative that we would not say to our best friend or a loved one. And that, really can impact us. And it can really cause us to emotionally get pulled down. And so, just focusing on the things that are good in life, and, stopping and challenging and choosing and taking deep breaths in the moments that are stressful. And just, if somebody does say something negative to you, stopping, and instead of reacting to their negativity, just, taking a deep breath and saying, thank you for that comment, or, just something like, I appreciate your thoughts on that. And you don't have to agree with them, but it's just a way to say, I hear what you're saying, even if you don't really appreciate it or like it. And so I just want to say, I dealt with panic attacks for years, actually. And this program has actually allowed me to learn how to de-stress and be at peace. And using these tools, I've not had a panic attack in over 7 years. So I just want to say that if you can get yourself grounded, and you can surround yourself with positive people like we have here in our community, and your positive friends, and create the life you want around yourself, it'll bring you so much joy and contentment, and you'll just notice that stress will fall away. So just again, that's chapter 19. It's about inflammation. Dr. A talks about the hormones and why our body goes on high alert when we don't eat well and when we're high stress. And so you may just want to go back and review that chapter and pull out some more nuggets. It's really helpful.
Wow, Lisa, thank you so much for sharing that. I know that stress is one of the biggest problems with health. Not only does it cause problems, with anxiousness and weight gain and sleep, and it really is. And we are hearing studies more and more that that's a big part of what's spiraling them down. So I know that in the Habits of Health, Dr. Anderson talks about the deep breathing, and that's something I've learned too, as far as just 10 deep breaths. It really helps me just to relax and calm myself. Number one, it's bringing a lot of extra oxygen in, and it just calms your spirit, and it kind of lowers everything, the stress level. So I'm sure other people have something else, and they may even want to share that either now or during the other time. So I'd like to turn it over to Maggie and Megan to take on the discussion.
Yeah, Paula, thank you. Yeah, Maggie Perry, if you could come off mute, we're just going to have Maggie kind of lead us in a time for our clients. This is what the Sunday nights are all about, is kind of you guys and how we can assist you. So Maggie, please take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Megan. I just want to share that we just want to celebrate you guys tonight. Like Lisa was saying, Take Shape for Life is so much more than breakthrough on the scale. Yes, that's amazing and we love it. But I mean, the fact that she had breakthrough with dealing with stress and things like that, I mean, how incredible is that? So we just would love for any of you guys to hop off mute and share your 30 to 60 second, either, weight loss victory from this week or non-scale victory from this week, so we can encourage one another and celebrate you.
Or even if you've had like a big milestone, it's not just this week, we'd love to hear that, or just something you want to chat through. The next 20-ish minutes are for you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Kaylin Iggy, and I've only been on here twice, And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate being able to come. I'm a leader at our youth group, and just made it home, grabbed my last meal, and was sitting down. My biggest breakthrough, I think, and I did post this, but breaking the 200 mark is something I haven't done in years and years. And I am just so thrilled to be able to say I'm down in the 190s now, and probably, hopefully, within the next few weeks, down in the 180s. I'm absolutely astonished at what is going on. So thank you guys, and thank you for the support that you do give us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Congratulations on being in Wonderland. That's awesome. Thank you. Anybody else that wants to share their victories?
I'm Heather. I got introduced to the program a while ago, and I've been struggling with the kind of plateau on the scale. So I've been going more by non-scale victories lately, and all my clothes don't fit. So that's heading in the right direction. So I just wanted to share that even if the numbers on the scale don't change, my body feels better and clothes feel different, and still encouragement coming every day.
Awesome. Thanks, Heather. I think it is so important to remember that, again, this is so much more than a number, and the fact that we can have success in our clothes fitting and feeling better and just having overall health, like that is huge. So thank you for your encouragement with that. All right, I'm ready for more. I'm pumped.
Well, hi, I'm on the phone. I mean, I'm not on the computer. I'm just on the phone. My name's Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, I just, relating to the, I've been on the program a month, and relating to the stress, I had a wedding this weekend, and I talked to my coach, and I'm like, you know, how do I attend this function? And, you know, she's like, if they have a salad, have a salad. But the beauty of it was I went to that wedding, and I went to the reception, and I had salad, and it was such a victory for me. And the cake, it didn't even faze me that, you know, I wasn't having cake, and, you know, nobody cared what I was eating. They're all paying attention to the bride anyway. So I sat and had my salad, and it's just amazing how this works.
Oh,
so thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Kathy. That is such a huge victory. I mean, when we can make those choices and take charge, it's absolutely huge and encouraging. So thank you. Congratulations on that.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, I'm Tammy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I've only been on the plan for 1 week now. I started last Monday, and I have lost 9 pounds so far. Hi, Linda. Linda's been my coach, and she's been awesome. So it's been a great first week. The first few days were a little rough, but I got through them. I got through the chili cook-off in our town and a Halloween party yesterday and did good. So down 9 pounds, which is just amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing. Tammy, can you tell us where you're coming from, like where you live and who your coach is?
I live in Wabash, Indiana, and Linda Milan is my coach.
Awesome. Well, you have a great coach, so
I
welcome.
do have. Thank you.
Wonderful job. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for anyone else, as we share, why don't you share where you're from and who your coach is as well? Sorry.
I'll share. My name is Patty Ramirzma, and I'm from Carmel, Indiana, and I'm a health coach. I was on the program last year and hit my goal weight last fall. And my non-scale victory that is still ongoing, I believe, even after we are maintaining, is I went for my annual physical this week, and my blood sugar level from last November to this year had dropped 11 points. So I was pretty excited about that. And the one thing is, I would just encourage everyone that when you go back for your annual exams with your doctors, just make sure that they're always documenting your progress. Because I did talk to my doctor about that, and she was rejoicing with me with all the good things that happened and my weight loss. I lost 35 pounds on my journey, and but even, just the follow-ups, the lab work and all that kind of stuff, I want to make sure that she had documented that. So if anybody ever need to check that in the future, they can see how I did it and what I did and what worked. So I would just encourage all of you to make sure you do that.
Thanks for sharing. I think too, it's so important to remember that, like, yes, we're losing weight, but internally we're getting healthy too. So those numbers are always so exciting because that's just prolonged health. So thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
I would like to share as well. I'm Danelle Kennett. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, this is my first time sharing, so I don't know exactly how all this works. Lisa Wick is my coach, and she has been absolutely amazing. I've been on the program for about 2.5 months now to lose baby weight, basically. My kid is 4 months old, and I'm proud to say that as of today, I am under 200 pounds, which is the first time since before I found out I was pregnant. But in other terms, non-scale victories, all of my pre-pregnancy clothes fit. I only have 3 more pounds to go until I'm pre-pregnancy weight. But in addition to that, my skin has always had bumps on it. I thought I was allergic to dairy since I was little, but after being on the program, almost all of the bumps are gone, which is incredible. I've never had smooth skin. So not done with this journey yet, still going on, but yeah, for Lisa in the Pacific Northwest.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Love it.
Okay, Maggie, I'm going to share. I share a lot as a leader, but I don't often share my victories. And I'm pretty excited. My little guy turned 1 over the weekend, and I made the cake and the cupcakes, and I've been on maintenance for a while, so it's easy just to lick the spoon, but I purposely did client calls as I was icing cakes and cupcakes so that I would not lick anything. And at the party, I did not eat one cookie or one unhealthy thing. I came home, I had one of my maintenance shakes, and I felt like $1 million. It was awesome.
I love it. Thanks for sharing that, Katie. And I love that you were smart enough to do your client calls during that time. Like, sometimes it's just being strategic in those things to distract ourselves from temptation. So that's awesome.
Yeah, when they say that coaches are 5 times more likely to keep the weight off, it's those sort of things that like really help hold you accountable of like, okay, if I'm on the phone and I'm trying to help someone get healthy, I have to keep making healthy decisions too. So
Absolutely.
Always joke around, Katie, that I'm probably not going to stick the piece of chocolate in my mouth if I'm talking with clients. That's like my big joke. So that's awesome.
I'll share, Maggie. I'm also a health coach, but it is good to just celebrate our wins also. And I was at a women's retreat this weekend that had a really nice brunch. And you ladies know that most brunches have a lot of carbohydrates, right? So, but they had eggs and they had fruit. And I'm not on the 5-in-1, but I do maintain. And so I didn't have any of the sweets and all that kind of stuff. And someone said, oh, can you not have that? And I said, I could, but it doesn't make me feel good. And I finally realized that after all the years, so it's really not worth it. And besides that, it would just make me want more. And then I would feel really bad tomorrow, get a headache, have a bloated stomach. And so it just felt good not only to win myself, but also to actually use it for a teaching moment, because I don't think people always realize that it's not just calories as to why we're not eating the high carbohydrate, white flour things.
I love it. And the fact that you shared, like, I can have it, but I'm choosing not to have it because I know how it will make me feel. And it's a huge mind shift when we look at food as like, no, you don't control me. I control you, and the fact that I don't want you. So thanks for sharing that. we've got about 5 or 6 more minutes for people to share, and we would love for you guys to hop off mute and share your victories with us.
Well, I'll go. Can you guys hear me? I'm on the phone. It's Tiana.
Yeah, we can. Hi.
Okay, great. Hey. Well, this week I broke into the 140s, and I posted the picture on Get Healthy and Thrive. But I guess I just wanted to share it out here too, because it was just a really exciting number change, and to see my consistency paying off through maintenance. I've been doing smart maintenance, and it's just slowly been coming down. It wasn't exactly a goal I was shooting for. I was just trying to eat healthy and fuel my body because we've been in a crazy season, and just seeing the numbers respond the way they have has just been really cool. And we're renovating the house, and it's really easy to grab a lot of junk food. So knowing, keeping that in mind and trying just to keep healthy things in our house has been really, really awesome, and just cool to watch how that that habit is a habit even in the hard times. So yeah, I just wanted to celebrate with that because it's been just really neat watching that shift.
Yay! Thank you for sharing. I saw your picture and was so excited for you. So, and it's good that we just have to sometimes take those temptations out of our house and back it up with things that we know will be better choices. So,
yeah, my husband happened to grab some Oreos while he was hanging out working in the house late, and I actually had to hand them to him and say, please take these to work. I can't handle these in the house. So just realizing what are your triggers is really important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Hi, I'm Gloria, and my health coach is Tiana, the one that went right before me. I began my health journey 3 years ago and lost 80 pounds in 8 months, and have kept that weight off for 3 years. So I'm thrilled.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Wow. So when you've kept it off for 3 years then, you said? Wow, that's amazing. I love it. I love that we get to learn the habits of health, and that this is not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. So, and you are a true testament to that. So
that's what you guys have to look forward to. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
We have time for a few more.
Well, I'll share, since there's no guys on this willing to share. Maybe I'll just represent some of the guys. But I was able to actually lose 50 pounds myself. And one of the things that were really significant for me was getting off high blood pressure medication and a CPAP machine. And I really didn't know if that was going to help in terms of the weight loss, but I was really able to start sleeping better. As we know, it's a vicious cycle. If you aren't sleeping well, then you get up fatigued and you start doing things and eating things that you're not supposed to. It's just a vicious cycle. So when I started sleeping better, I started having more energy, and I had more ability to do the things that I wanted to do and not just succumb to the daily pressures of just eating eating just without thinking. So, but I'm excited about being able to get off all that. And now I can talk to other guys that are in the same boat. So I would encourage anybody that has a husband that's, having those problems, that, that this is definitely something that can be corrected, and walking testimony of it. So.
Wow, that's amazing. And just now that you get to experience that quality of life and not be tied down by those things, wow. Thank you for sharing the hope in that.
No problem.
Randy beat me to the punch on the guy side, so I love that. Randy talked for just a second about lack of sleep, and he might be doing a lot better with that. we live it every night. It feels like with two really young kids. So sometimes routine is difficult to get into, especially with exercise. But I always know that almost no matter the situation, no matter the weather or what's going on, I know I can always get in at least 50 minutes of walking during my lunch hour, and that's something that I commit to, especially when getting a more cardiovascular or resistance exercise isn't available. So that was what I did this week, and it helped me continue to move my health forward and help me manage stress and cravings despite being more tired and having less sleep.
Yeah, I had the same non-scale victory as well. Just not very much sleep and dealing with sickness, but we can always get walking in, and it feels so good even if you're feeling pretty yucky. So I think there's always a way to kind of sneak in things for our health, you know.
Yay. You guys are awesome. I love hearing about all the great things that you guys are doing, and what a great week it's been for our team. And now we get to end the week with the best way possible, a drawing of who won the $50 credit on their account for referring someone. So I'm going to be totally impartial. You can see the names in here, and I'm just going to shake it up. And this week's winner is Lucas Anderson. So yay! Lucas will get $50 extra on his account towards his next order. And keep referring, guys. Every time you refer, your name goes in. So if you refer 3 times, you get your name in here 3 times. And you can do it even if you've already won or you've already referred people. You can continue to do that for the month of October and earn that extra cash on account. So
Thank you so much for that, Katie, and Maggie as well, and Lisa. That was a wonderful Habits of Health. I don't know about you guys, I really love that. I think if we can touch on something for a few minutes each Sunday, that's going to be really helpful for our health. So we are about to start our coach training, and I'm really excited about that. Just want to let clients know, if you want to stay on, you are totally welcome to. If you're curious about what we do and you want that VIP backstage pass, we don't have any secrets. So we'll just wait a minute or two and we'll get going. But